also want to ask you about some breaking news that we're just getting in. This is brand new into our newsroom, that the U.S. Northern Command is saying that approximately 500 active duty Marines are, quote, prepared to deploy, in their words, as unrest in Los Angeles continues. This is after, of course, the Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, had mentioned this. Is that necessary at this point?
No, I'm going to be, I mean, not operationally, it's not necessary. There may be other reasons for it. I want to just put this.
The situation in LA is becoming more and more bizarre, more and more crazy, as now multiple self-driving Waymo cars were set on fire amid these protests, these riots in LA. So do you see where all of this is heading, or is it just me? Because honestly, I believe all of this is setting the stage for their new order system and also for their digital ID system to be put into place. And they are going to use all of this stuff happening currently with these protests, with these riots and all of the illegal immigration stuff and everything else like that. They are going to use all of this as an excuse and a reason to enact all of this. This is why Donald Trump is linked up with Palantir. And I will get more into the Palantir stuff here in a second. And as always, this is your host, Truth Seeker here, and this is another edition of The Truth Zone. But PSYOP season is definitely in full effect, because you even have the Marines, some of the Marines ready to deploy in the Los Angeles area. Now, if you can't see where all of this is heading, I don't know what more I can say to wake you up. Now, obviously, I know people that watch my channel and other channels like mine. I know that you are awake, but there are still people out there sleeping, and I'm not trying to come across as prideful or arrogant or anything like that, because it's not about me. It's about the truth. But this is definitely the final stages for their police state. This is definitely the final stages for their takeover. And again, this ties into Trump and Palantir. And again, I'm going to get into that here in a second, and I will show you exactly what I am talking about. But it is plain as day. This is the reason why the big, beautiful bill that Trump has and wants to pass involves AI taking over. And what else is interesting is apparently they are planning protest on June 14th, which just so happens to be the day of Donald Trump's military parade. And this also just so happens to be Trump's birthday at that. So again, PSYOP season is in full swing. PSYOP season is in full effect. Now, I don't know if this is legitimate. I just seen somebody pass this information along, and I figured I would share it with each and every one of you. But again, if this is legitimate, things are about to get even more crazy here in the near future. And again, I believe that this is going to happen in multiple different locations, multiple different cities. I wouldn't be surprised if this happens in Ohio eventually either, because the fact that Ohio, specifically in the Springfield area of Ohio, they are dealing with this Haitian stuff, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if something like this happens in Ohio eventually, because I believe the deadline for the Haitians is August the 3rd. So again, I would not be surprised at all. I would not put anything past these people, because these people are trying anything and everything. And here's what I want to get into with Palantir. Oh, yeah. And I'm not date setting. I'm not saying that's for sure going to happen with more protests like in Ohio or anything like that. So don't get it twisted. I'm just saying that I would not be surprised if that were to be the case. Now, I'm not saying that anything is going to happen at all, and I hope nothing does. But here you have Laura Loomer. She is a control puppet, and she is pushing the idea of Palantir being deployed in Los Angeles to deal with these illegals. Now, this is very interesting because, again, Trump is in bed with these guys, with Palantir. And Palantir is all about the AI takeover. JD Vance is close with Palantir, with Peter Thiel. So this is very interesting in and of itself because Laura Loomer, in a roundabout way, is telling you exactly what they want to do. And again, I believe that all of this stuff is leading to the digital ID takeover completely. This is what I believe is to be the case, and they are going to use all of this as the excuse. And I also believe that all of this is leading towards the new order system being installed. And obviously, the digital ID will be part of this new order system.
Declared as we see protesters holding Mexican flags, jumping up on the hood of the car. I'll just speak about yesterday. It took some time for emergency crews to get the fire out of the vehicle fire that happened yesterday. It took some time before officials could move in, clear the crowd firstly, make sure it's safe to go near the vehicle, and then douse the flames. And I gotta say, these do look like those autonomous vehicle, the Waymo cars that can pick up passengers. You can use them almost like an Uber, and they pick you up without a driver. That appears to be the two vehicles that we're looking at right now.
But it's plain as day what is going on. And as you can even see right here, ICE has been involved with Palantir for quite some time. They have. So the fact that ICE has been involved with Palantir for quite some time, and the fact that Donald Trump is involved with Palantir, and the fact that you have a puppet like Laura Loomer pushing the idea of Palantir deploying in the LA area to quote unquote deal with these illegals, right? Do you see where all of this is heading once you begin to put the puzzle pieces together? And the fact that Donald Trump is holding a military parade on his birthday, and then you have this group claiming that they are going to do protest on said day. I mean, all of this is lining up for a chaotic rest of the summer. The summer of love 2.0. You can just feel it at this point that something major is on the way. Something major is on the horizon. And it really seems as if 2020 is in a roundabout way repeating itself, at least from my viewpoint. When you begin to look at everything, when you begin to look at the script that is being played out, you will see things for what they are. And the fact that Palantir is involved with ICE should tell people all that they need to know about what's to come, because even right here, you can even see on screen and you can read it for yourself of the fact that Palantir and ICE are together. And again, this isn't good at all. So I believe that this has all been orchestrated. This is all part of their plan. This is all political theater. This is all part of their script in order to enact the order out of chaos that these people so badly want to do. And I believe that these are the final phases, the final steps of this all being enacted. I really, really do, with everything happening, with everything going on, because notice how things are starting to ramp up more and more and more and more, and how Trump is pushing the idea of AI more and more and more and more and more. And of course, you had all of the stuff too with, voting and illegals voting, and the list goes on and on and on and on. So in order to solve all of this, it's about their problem, reaction, and solution. And they will have a way to solve all of this using this AI takeover. They will say, oh, hey, you are going to have this AI ID, this digital ID system take over, because we will know exactly what you're doing. We will know exactly who you are. And the list goes on and on and on. And it's quite ironic that this stuff is happening shortly after the fact that they continue to push the real ID stuff too. So do you see how all of this is working hand in hand? Because honestly, this seems like this is all part of their script in order to bring in their order out of chaos, their new order system. This is what this seems like to me. Just from everything that I'm looking into, everything that I'm seeing, all of the research that I'm looking into, this seems like this is all part of their script. And Palantir will be involved because, again, this is all by design. Now, honestly, they've had your information and my information for years and years and years. They've owned it for years and years and years. They are just being open about it. And speaking of AI, apparently even robot dogs have been deployed to quote unquote help with things in the LA area. I mean, yeah. There you go. More proof of the AI takeover, because now you have robot dogs. I mean, come on. This is all part of their script. This is all part of their plan. You are watching the final pieces of the puzzle being put into place, because these people are sick. These people are madmen, and these people want total control for themselves. They want you to own nothing and be happy, and they want total control. As always, please consider liking the video, commenting down below. Share this video wherever, and if you are new to the channel and you like what I put out, please consider subscribing to the channel and turning on all notifications so you will never miss another upload on the channel. And as always, this is your host, Truth Seeker, signing out.